Hi guys, and welcome to episode 4 of the Spfl Road to Glory on FC25. In this episode, we're looking to qualify for champs for the very first time, along with showing you some progressions to the team, of course, since last time. So starting off with how the team looks heading into our first few Foot Champs qualifiers. What I will say is, unfortunately, due to my own circumstances this week, I wasn't able to play the very first weekend league, so this is actually qualifiers taking place after the weekend league had finished. So our first weekend league experience, if we're able to qualify, that is, will be actually the second weekend league. And judging by how sweaty the first one seemed to be, according to people, maybe that's a blessing in disguise. Quickly going through the new upgrades to the team. So Alex Valle at left back, he went into the Spanish evolution and the left back evolution that came out, taken up to a nice 78 rated. Obviously, Czerny went into the right wing evolution that came out, taking him up to a nice 81 rated. Big upgrade in game for him. And Shankland has gone into the new striker one that dropped a couple of days ago. He's not quite finished yet, of course. We'll finish him off camera. That's what it'll look like when he gets finished. But up into the first game, as you can see, unfortunately, we're coming up against a back five formation, which appears to be the norm at cases when people want to try and win games. And we did actually concede the first goal, which I never got footage of, unfortunately. It was a little cutback, pretty much straight from kickoff, however. We do end up equalising. Raskan gives the ball to Kyogo, a couple of tight turns in the box, weak foot finish, and nice finish from Kyogo to get us back on level terms. Then Tavernier fires the ball forward to Kyogo out wide for our newly upgraded Czerny, who, honestly, the upgrade is noticeable immediately when you're using him. Nice left-footed finish from him to make it 2-1 to us in our first qualifier, which is a nice little start. Then, not much happened for the rest of the first half. Second half starts, Tavernier down the line to Czerny, back inside for Tavernier, gives it to Raskan, drives to the byline with him. We fire it across for Maida, and a little left-footed finish for him to make it 3-1 to us against this back five formation. And almost immediately from kick-off, we win the ball back. Maida to Raskan, driving forward with it out wide for Tavernier. Cuts back, gives it to Raskan. That little touch outside, always like to do that. Czerny cuts inside and fires it in with his left foot. And as you can see by the pause cued there by Candy Cane Man 25, we do win the game 4-1 with a rage quit, and I was quite happy with that one, given it was a back five formation that was again. So good start to our first Champs qualifier, and we got a little reward pack after that, and we got a past SPFL player that we can use, first owner as well, to follow the ones that we've got at the moment. Olivier Ncham, of course, used to play for Celtic, although he was French back then. Then we come up against our second opponent. Now, when I saw the back line, I wasn't too frustrated with that, but then I saw his front line, Turam and Kolumuani. Not great to come up against that. However, we do get a good start. McGregor fires it out wide to Maida, cuts it across, and we get the standard Kyogo goal for the RTG at this point. It seems 1-0 to us very early doors this time around, and a couple of minutes later, we end up getting the second one on the board. Czerny out to Tavernier, back to Czerny, who drives into the box, cuts inside on that left foot again, and it's lethal at the moment. And with only 70 odd shooting, I can only imagine when he gets a further upgrade how much better it'll even be. And we do actually go on to make it 3-0 to us in this matchup against this guy. Diamande fires it forward to Czerny, who unleashes one on the edge of the box with his left. Beautiful finish. And at this point, I thought we were probably going to get a rage quit. However, the pause that he did to make a substitution wasn't to rage quit, unfortunately. He did drive down the line with Coleman after pausing, and I don't know how that beast of Turam wins that header there. He's just too good. Fires it in, and then that makes it 3-1. As you can see, the sub happens, and it was not to rage quit, it was to bring on a right back, and I thought that was a strange one. He took off a striker for a right back, but I realised quickly why he done that. However, we do go on to make it 4-1. A lovely ball roll from Kyogo and a nice finish. Probably goal of the RTG at the moment, I'd say. And then we do actually make it 5-1. Lovely little touch to drive forward from Raskan. Fires it across. However, then there's a flurry of goals to the opposition unfortunately, and it became harder to break him down after that substitution. And I'm sure some of you may be able to guess why. I will obviously reveal why it became harder to break him down in a few minutes' time. But Thuram gives it to Coleman. This is actually a real nicely worked goal, to be fair to him. The other Thuram, and then Zaire Emery fires it across, making it 5-2. And then second half, straight away, basically, as you can see by the time, forward for Thuram. You just can't beat him in the air. Now, I do think Jack Butland should be saving that. However, it is 5-3. Not much happened for the next few in-game minutes, but then we do manage to make it 6-3 to ourselves. Raskan gives it to McGregor, drives forward, gives it back to Dyson Maeda, and then finishes it nicely into the corner. And that was enough for our opponent after that. He decided to quit. We win 6-3. And then I decided, you know what, I want to check a suspicion that I had. And I checked the performance tab, and lo and behold, he did also switch to a 5 at the back formation. Can we do away with all these people playing 5 at the back? It's just nonsense. Let's play some expansive football, people. Come on, none of this 5 at the back nonsense, please. Okay, so 2-0, looking good. We go into our third game. We win this, and we have achieved champs qualification, and it's quite clearly the best team that we've come up against so far. That Robbie Keane is someone who we could use going forward if we're able to get one off the market or first owner. I'm sure this guy probably got it from his hero pack from champs this weekend. However, we do take the lead. Czerny cuts inside, gives it to Kyogo, and like I said, that standard Kyogo goal for the RTG at the moment puts us 1-0 up in this game, and we get a quick fire double. Mohamed Diamande on the ball here, waiting for the run of Valle, gives it to him. Maeda, and this is an absolutely beautiful touch inside from him, smashes it near post, 2-0. And not much was going on in the game after that, to be honest. The guy was difficult to break down. He didn't switch to a 5 at the back, to be fair to him. However, we do make a mistake with Casemiro here, trying to fire it forward to Maeda, but we give it away, and then he feeds it through to his Robbie Keane. In hindsight, I probably should have closed him down. I was trying to mark the cut back, and he Travellas it in to the net to make it 2-1. And then a massive lapse in concentration from me here. I don't give the pass away. He decides to give it to Nico Williams. I do win it back, but then he immediately tackles me, and then Nico Williams fires it across to make it 2-2. Right before the end of the game. And then it goes from bad to worse for us, unfortunately. He does manage to feed through to Loftus-Cheek, gives it to Nkuku, fires it to Keane. He skips away from Carter Vickers and fires it in. We're now getting beat 3-2. What a bottle job at this stage. However, we do win ourselves a corner right on the stroke of half-time of extra time. We fire it in, Carter Vickers heads, it's cleared off the line, gutting, and then it comes to Luis Palma, who fires it on his left, off the post and in. We are back in the game just before the stroke of half-time and extra time. And then, just as the second half kicks off, he tries to come forward, we win it, Hatate drives forward, lovely little pass through for Luis Palma. He's not got the same pace as Dyson Maeda, but he's dribbling and finishing with that ball roll is probably a lot better than Dyson Maeda's. When a left wing Evo comes out, I'm sure Palma will be the option. And then we do seal the deal in the 122nd minute with Bajrami. So the subs did come in good for us in extra time. And we achieve champs qualification at the first time of asking. And not only that, achieving champs qualification at the first time of asking, we do end up going 3-0 in qualifiers, which is fantastic, to say the least. So I'm looking forward to the first weekend league. For the remaining 2 games, since we got the qualification, I did decide to be a nice guy and just give away the last 2 wins. This community can be a wee bit toxic at times, especially with those 5-back formations we were facing, but I decided to give away the last 2 wins because as much as the rewards would have been better, and to say that we could go 5-0 would be very nice, I did decide, do you know what, I don't need the wins, I'm qualified, let's just move on. Now, as I said, I apologise that I was unable to play the weekend league this time around. I would have been very interested to see how I would have got on, but in hindsight, if we'd played it, Czerny wouldn't have been 81 rated. We would have had 74 rated Yilmaz at the back as well. Shanklin wouldn't have had that Evo done for it happening, and then there could be some other Evos coming out before we next play that helps improve the team, so we'll maybe get a much better performance in this one coming up as well. Fingers crossed now that they appear to have fixed the Evo glitch that was going on. We get some more Evos quickly. We're just 2 Evos away from a full special starting 11. Of course, we could put Proper in right now, but Carter Vickers has got better stats. And we're just 1 Evo away from having a full gold starting 11 as well, which is always nice, especially at this stage. Last year, where you couldn't even have a full gold starting 11 because of the lack of gold goalkeepers. But we're in a better position for the SPFL RTG at this stage. As I said, at the beginning of next month, we'll spin the wheel again to get the different badge kits and managers. And if you have, thanks to the new subscribers and viewers that have been along, it's really appreciated if you could smash that like button for the next episode, which will hopefully be a good result in Foot Champions. Or maybe we update on how the Evos are going along. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks to all the new subscribers as well. And I'll catch you on the flip side.